Hey, Michael J. Penny here with 5paragraph.com. Topic today, how do I get people to take action? The majority of the time when people contact me on 5paragraph.com, go to it right now, 5paragraph.com, they're asking me, how do I get people to commit to action? Right? And why are they asking me this? Because I was a leader in the United States Marine Corps. Uh, it, It's very easy to say, oh, in the military, you just tell everybody to just go and do everything. Sorry, that's wrong. That's not what happens in the military. That's not how this works. You have to prove yourself through a number of different attempts, a number of different evolutions to be able to be granted that authority, to be able to go downrange, right? And be a troop leader. All right, so think about it like this. Why are people contacting me? Because I figured out how to get a group of 18, 19, 20-year-olds together into a team to be able to commit action. And so some of us could die by committing that action, by going downrange and doing these things. So I'm often asked, how do you get people to commit action? Guess what? You have to give them a responsibility. You have to give them the ability to fail miserably. Give them enough rope to basically hang themselves with, right? And how do you do it? I mean, me personally, I use 5-paragraph business plan. I drink my own Kool-Aid around here. I teach other business leaders how to use it. All right. But what it boils down to is you're briefing your vision, your umbrella vision for what you want to see happen, right? In a desired end goal, what you want to see happen. The reason why you brief that vision is because you need somebody else to help in these various segments, right? Not one leader can manage or handle everything that their team is doing. Otherwise, you're going to put a team of individuals around you. So the biggest thing, the biggest mental hurdle for a lot of leaders to get over is that micromanagement aspect of things, right? Being able to delegate to people. Now, on the inverse, your people get stuck with inaction because they're just constantly working through their head all of these various problems that they could wind up encountering along the way. And it just leads to further inaction, right? Because you're just stuck in this mental loop of what ifs. All right. So for me, the biggest thing is I want somebody to brief me just briefly, orally, on how they're going to commit this action, what they're going to do, what they're committing themselves and their team to doing, right? So we have to give people that license to be able to go out and fail. Okay, so a lot of people are kind of wrapped up in this where it's like, okay, I've orchestrated this huge vision. I've got people that need to fit in lockstep. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, to steal a term from Peter Drucker, who's the godfather of all modern business management. If you don't know who Drucker is, go check out Peter Drucker. We actually have his book on 5paragraph.com, The Essentials. But Peter Drucker pushes forward this thought of the knowledge worker thinking about the right stuff to do. Okay, well, if you're sitting around all day thinking about the right stuff to do, how are you going to back brief that to your team to be able to go and commit action? How are you going to back brief that to your leadership to allow you to be able to go and commit action? All right, so we have this mentality, and another one of my friends, Carl Norgren, he wrote about this in Creative Genius, the ready, fire, aim. Ready, fire, aim. And what it is it's taking the shot, right? So what does ready really mean? Ready means I have organized my thoughts into a cohesive plan to be able to go and commit action. Is that plan going to be perfect? No, it's not going to be perfect. Be like 80% sure in that gut. Be about like right here. Yeah, I'm 80% sure this is going to work, and then go. You want to know something? This is exactly how I planned missions in a combat zone. You want to know why it worked in a combat zone? Because each one of us had that same mentality. When the shit hits the fan, you've got to analyze the situation, be able to adapt. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit around just plan all day for what's going to take place? No, you're not. You have to, at some point in time, pull the trigger. You have to, at some point in time, set off on patrol, right? So get about 80% sure overall, and then go and commit to it. Again, what a lot of leaders are doing is they're asking me, how do I get my team to be able to commit that action? 5 paragraph is there so that you create that umbrella vision. You're not creating boundaries necessarily for everyday structure for your people to be able to live in. Like, here, you come to work and you live in this box, and then you're just going to do this. Okay. I mean, that's not how it works. You need people who have the ability to think for themselves. But if they're going to go out and commit action where you, the leader, are ultimately responsible for the outcome of it, then they need to have the ability to back brief it to you. 5 paragraph vision. Here's what I want all my leaders to do. My leaders create a 5 paragraph plan for how they're going to go out and commit action. It's right there. It's in 5 paragraph business plan. This is literally why people invite me, into your organization to be able to bring that methodology to you. Action is better than sitting around thinking about the right things to do and never actually committing yourself to anything. All right. So you've got to give people that license to be able to go out and do it. You hired them specifically because they're masters within that given area. Okay. You're not just hiring people to be your lemmings so that you can all walk off the cliff together. You hired them because they're an expert within that field, whatever field it may be. They're an expert within that craft, within that process. Give them 5 paragraph business plan. Tell them, write down what you want to do. You can go straight. You can just fast forward to page 42, 43. On page 43, it's got the fragmentary. That's your daily 5 paragraph plan, how you're going to go commit action as a person. But that's the idea, though, is you hired that person because they're an expert within their field, and now you're asking them, hey, just give me a briefing on what you're going to be doing within this segment of the mission overall, right? And it comes together, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, this is exactly the same problem that we had as non-commissioned officers in the military. We would have a lot of individuals who knew the right thing to do. They just couldn't convey it across to leadership in order to be able to go and actually take action, right? Because you've got to be able to brief your higher ups. If you're the person who's in charge, there's a board, there's investors, there's debt model. You're holding yourself accountable to those actions. So if you put it down on the plan and then you go off and do something else, you're no longer accountable for those actions. It's breaking yourself of that mentality that you are actually going to be able to manage people. You can't manage people. You can lead people. You can manage the organization. You can manage the processes. You can manage the products. You can manage the line. You can manage the numbers. You lead people. That's how it works. All right. So delegating that authority is difficult. I understand that. It requires trusting subordinate leaders, but you brought them into your organization for a reason, because they are experts within their own field, within their own craft. Give them a tool, the 5 paragraph business plan available at 5paragraph.com. Give them that tool to be able to brief you on that action for what needs to be done. All right, folks, my name is Michael J. Penny. Go to 5paragraph.com right now and expect more videos coming my way as I continue to engage with all of these other different business leaders. All right, thanks so much. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and blah, blah, blah. You're going to see us on Twitter primarily at 5P Plan. And if you are so inclined, join our Facebook community, 5 Paragraph Community. 5 Paragraph Community on Facebook. You'll see me go live while I'm recording podcasts. You'll see more behind the scenes. You'll see more of this crazy motivation and all of this other wackadoo nonsense that we're doing. So thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for your conversations. Thank you for your phone calls. Thank you for reaching out to me. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to coming into your organization and helping you all out. All right. Until next time, take care. Be well.